Jesus. Oh,
This meeting is being recorded.
This meeting is being recorded. Oh, previously on After Dark Rye. So it was me and Shitinja. And after the horrid betrayal of Charmander and our corrupted captains, many would say my wrongful imprisonment, for committing a crime I failed to commit, wandering the Pokey Wasteland, and with only a cake-encrusted Shedinja to show for it, and a totally willing Gracie with a black bag over her head in the back of my van, and we've come to now. So it was me and Shedinja and Gracie, and we were chilling, maxing and relaxing, shooting some pool and
B-ball.
B-ball. That was
by
it.
The pool.
Yeah, over by the pool. Actually, it was actually by the school, not the pool.
By the school. Sorry.
But maybe it was the pool.
What are you doing? Fresh like Duel of the Fates.
I have a lot of questions about Shedinja encrusted in cake too. I have a lot of questions about what's happening right now because I want to know why the Shedinja.
So anyway,
in cake.
Why is
my podcast started making trouble in my neighborhood. I got in one little battle, and Gracie got scared. And Greg, do you know what she said?
Should I? Was I supposed to pay attention to that?
No.
Okay, no, I didn't know.
Oh no, did we lose audio again?
What?
You guys can hear me, but I can't hear you. This is off to a wonderful start. Oh my gosh. Like,
punch you in the dick.
Oh, folks, welcome to Pokemon After Dark Rye. This is a no holds barred, no nothing show where we talk to people sometimes, and sometimes we hear them.
You can't hear us though?
Unmute your speaker or increase volume to hear other participants. So when you mute yourself, it's
Wait, can you hear us now, or did you literally mute yourself?
I accidentally muted myself. This is, as we near our 100th anniversary, some would wonder how I've managed to do it this long. And keep in mind, I've also done over 100 episodes of Let's Die. I've done tens of episodes of Jaws Breakers. So nearing over 200 podcast episodes in total across my varied career. God help us all, indeed. Look, the masses.
RCS help us.
Yeah. The one thing
are three people really masses?
I mean, the three out of the.
I mean,
and my dog.
If you were looking at three zombies, you'd be like, "Oh, I can deal with that."
Yeah. I don't know why that made me think of two guys and a girl in a pizza place. What am I thinking? Yeah.
Yeah, Ryan Reynolds, the most famous person to come out of that really bad show.
Yeah, for sure. To the point where
and maybe the pizza place. Look, I don't know what the pizza place did after the show ended. It could be super fat. A lot of things happened during the pandemic. It could be doing a bursting delivery business. What the fuck do I know?
I don't know. I like pizza though.
Well, it's definitely clear that I definitely don't know anything. So that what the fuck do I know definitely applies to me. As you could hear, my mismanagement of sound cues. In my defense,
Duel of the Fates.
Oh, here we go.
That was my first time trying to do.
Shut up. I remember my first time.
Listen here, Gracie. And I don't. It was a very long time ago. Well, I don't want to talk about it. Anyway, hi, Mom. Thanks for listening. Mm-hmm. Now that I've thanked one of the three. So, Gracie, you made me lose my train of thought by derailing us with sexual innuendos. Oh, so I tried to do a previously on After Dark Rye, as you and the other two people know. Well, you and my mom and the other person know. I do that thing, that little bit, and it's kind of turned into somewhat of a saga. So I brought up that stupid epic music, and then I switched it to Fresh Prince. And then during Fresh Prince, it came on. I didn't touch it. It just did it on its
Mhm.
own.
Sure.
I
Sure.
swear. And that's why I broke and I lost it. So, what an introduction to the show. You guys clearly hear a third voice, and it's not mine. I'm not throwing it. I'm not a master puppeteer or whatever you call those guys, ventriloquisms.
Ventriloquists. Yeah.
Yeah,
they
I'm
have
not
an
good.
official title.
They do
Mhm.
indeed. None of which who will ever be named on this show. But his name is Greg. Greg, say hi.
Hello.
Hi, Greg.
It's me. I'm Greg.
It's wonderful to have you.
Thank you.
Also joining the two of us to make We is Gracie. Hello, Gracie.
Hey.
Welcome back to the show.
Hey, girl. Hey.
How does it
Hey.
feel to finally be hey? How does it feel to be able to stretch and roam around the van in relative freedom?
Good, but can I keep the handcuffs?
Yeah,
Okay, good.
that'll just be. Don't let negligee know where you got them though.
Okay, I'll.
Just scratch my name off. I know they're embossed. They're actually they are functional handcuffs, but they're trophy handcuffs because I'm that good.
I have a handcuff story.
Ooh, I wanna hear this.
Dude, dish.
Okay,
Dish.
so it is not an unknown thing that I used to be an actor.
Mhm.
Okay.
And one of the things that you do for acting classes, you have to bring in objects so that you can learn the skill of pulling out an object you've never seen before and trying to convince people that like this is your long lost whatever. And I wasn't in the class, but my friend was, and one of the students brought out a pair of fuzzy handcuffs. And they're like, "Well, what's that for?" And he goes, "Well, it's for fancy sex."
Never once had I had a partner bust out some cuffs and say, "This is for fancy
sex. You
Yeah.
know.
Sounds like.
This is
Fancy
more
sex.
like when those get pulled out, it's like oh, we're both getting choked tonight. I see.
Ooh.
That's dangerous.
Yeah.
Kids,
You need
don't do this at
oxygen.
home.
Don't do this at
Yeah.
home. In case you didn't know and you're just joining us for the first time, this is an adult show.
It says after dark in the title.
That is
Yeah.
Nothing child happens after dark.
Yes, and thank you, third listener who is a child that left us a review a few weeks ago. I appreciate you listening, and please don't tell your parents. We need we need that download.
Lord.
Greg,
Yes.
some will know you from It's Super Effective, a very what would you call it? A bastion, a pillar of Pokemon
A long
podcasting.
time running. We've just managed to gather people along the way.
It's
like 10 years.
It's an
It's
excellent
brilliant.
show. It is, in my mind, it is the best Pokemon podcast show available. And I don't think it's close. I think it goes you guys and then Pokemon Go Radio. And then there's a couple others in there as well. But
I mean, PGR is my home, so like.
I
gotta
know,
rep
I know,
PGR.
I know you love those guys. And I love the boys too, even though they don't return my calls anymore.
Who?
Pokemon Go Radio.
I don't know her.
Oh, I love it. Ooh.
Jade.
The shade. I love
The
it.
shade is real.
GoCast is another great show. I feel like we just got to talk about all our friends now. Lord Up's a great show.
Mhm.
But anyway, I digress. There's some great shows up at the top, and there's what, thousands of shows down at the bottom,
Thousands of
and-
shows
Including
everywhere.
including this one. Thank you, Gracie. I was getting
You're
there.
welcome. You're welcome.
We're down there, saved only by the greatness of our name, which I
That's
will
a good
take
name.
full credit for. Thank you so much. Before that, it was the Metapod, and I was really pissed off to know that was already taken.
That's taken.
And then
yeah.
a new show came out called the Metapod. So now there's two out there.
Yeah, I can't do that. Don't do
I
that.
I especially love all the shows that air 3 episodes and then never again.
That is the nature of podcasting.
For
Are you
sure.
throwing shade at me?
Speaking of which, Gracie, we didn't bring this up last time, but you have a show.
Yeah. Okay, we did one season, and then I went to grad school, and
Uh-huh.
like I have like 2 or 3 recorded episodes on my computer I have to edit, and I still haven't done it yet. So shh.
Can we talk about the show real quick?
Yeah, if you want to.
Since we're going through plugs, and since Greg's got like 12 more, and you just got one.
It's a non-Pokemon one. It's
It is
about
correct. It could be. You could do like Detective Pikachu if you wanted to.
we did do, or we are planning to do a Pokemon episode, but we're
There you
doing it's rewind the past and we watch old shows to see if they hold up still.
Yep.
And from our nostalgic point of view, like mostly 80s and 90s cartoons or movies.
And it's you and Professor Negley, right?
Yes.
Yeah. See, I said his name correctly this time.
You did. Good job.
This time, it's a really great show, and I look forward to when you get around to making more of it. That's for sure.
Spoilers, DuckTales, one of the only good things about it is the song. Everything else,
Yeah.
it's a rough time.
Things don't hold up. Just a FYI.
Yeah,
If
it's
you liked
sad.
it as a kid, it's because you were dumb.
You want your childhood ruined, listen to our podcast.
Look, we all spent time as dumb kids, and that doesn't mean
Yes.
that the bad thing you like is bad. It just means, you like a bad thing, and that's okay.
However,
it just means when you watch it as an adult, you go, wow, this was a commercial for half an hour.
Yeah. I once bought
Rugrats. On point.
Sure.
Did not think that would be a thing.
I was more interested in robots and dinosaurs and less interested in the adventures of babies when their parents weren't around, but sure.
Dude, you would think that too, but man, if you watch it, it's like I watched it and I was like, can we watch another one?
I'm a 90s kid. I watched my fair share of Rugrats and Wild Thornberries and Real Monsters, and
I didn't watch that.
Oh, get out of my house.
Okay.
All of that was when I was in college.
That's fair. I think I was like in middle school.
I don't remember how old I am. I don't want to think about it too hard. I will tell you, since we're on this subject, the moment that I realized I was old, this was several years ago now. I was at work and I looked at my coworker and with some exciting news. I said, "Oh, wow. Can you believe this? They're remaking the Thundercats on Cartoon Network." And he just looked at me and said, "What the fuck are Thundercats?" And I went, "Oh no.
Get out. Get out. If you don't know."
Well, it's just the way of the world. Time marches on and is the most ruthless of illusions that there possibly can be. But Greg, you got more stuff to go. So
do.
we got
tell us about it.
effective. The only one of our plugs that's Pokemon relevant. We've
Mm-hmm.
got Rewind the Past. This is like a recap plug episode. This is like an infomercial for all.
Infomercial.
Yeah,
That's
Greg,
fine.
Greg, you got another show there.
I
Tell
have
us about
a
it.
second long-running show
Uh-huh.
called Very Random Encounters.
Mm-hmm. New subscriber.
A show where we play pen and paper RPGs in which we've randomly determined as many things as possible, including characters, names, places, villains, plot lines, and other wilder stuff. So it is an actual play podcast. So we play a wide variety of RPGs. It's a different RPG every system, and our shtick is we randomize everything.
Love it.
So the first episode of every season is us learning who our characters are. Then whoever's running that season has also randomly generated the plot and most of the locations, and then we just play for however many episodes the season will last.
It's literally like a D&D improv session.
Yes.
That
To the max.
I'm in love.
Gracie, you guys know when you do something for a long time and then the person that you know and is close to you realizes that they have not paid attention to you for years. I used to do a show called Let's Die, the His versus Hers Guide to the Apocalypse, the podcast. Love the title. Thank you. And the second segment of that show was a randomized D&D experience where we took whatever the topic was and we did an improv D&D session. Gracie, thank you for listening.
I'm in love.
All 106 or 7 episodes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
I mean, did you like our Mad Max episode, or did you like the
know,
My Hero
dude.
Academia one? Or
I don't have time. I had to go to grad school.
I'm just kidding. It was a show that I tell you what, for the random nature of it, it was immensely difficult to
Well, you
do.
know, I was a
We are
theater
all-
teacher, right?
Well, we love theater. My degree is in theater arts. So.
Right.
Jealous.
I love it.
But yes, we just finished Bubblegum Shoe season. So if you want to go listen, you can Listen to an entire, freshly finished season.
I can't
Yeah.
wait.
Gumshoe.
I'm excited. I love D&D as well. So this sounds right up my alley, that's for sure. I have a show. It's called well, I do. Okay, fine. My sister does. My sister Jasmine would like to promote Jaws Breakers, the scary funny shark show where we watch shark movies on Twitch and then we do a podcast about it. So we most recently watched Sharktopus, a true masterpiece, mwah, chef's kiss of B horror movie delight. And this is the first time I'm revealing, but when this podcast comes out, this upcoming Saturday, at 7 p.m. Eastern, we will be watching the movie Virus Shark, which sounds as bad as its title. A shark bites somebody and transmits the first case of SHRK1 or something like that. So clearly, this movie's yeah. Clearly, this movie is based on something. I'll let you guys put those things together. And we will be watching that with friend of the show, Chris Logan from the Best of the Rest podcast, #Positivity Podcast. So that'll be very nice to have him on the show as well. Greg?
Yes.
What is this thing on your Twitter profile that is called Glitter Hearts? I clicked at it, I looked at it, I loved it, and then I turned it off because I wanted you to tell me on the podcast.
So I wrote a tabletop RPG called Glitter Hearts, which is on sale now, back in physical form from Japanime Games. But it is a magical transforming heroes RPG. So if you like Sailor Moon, if you like Power Rangers,
Who doesn't?
You can play my game in which you can make your own transforming superheroes and fight to save the world.
I like how Gracie's trying to show us a tattoo on her arm, and her
Hold on. My background is messed up.
her camera's automatically blurring her because she's so offensive.
No, okay. It's a Sailor Neptune trident.
I saw the art and I love it already just based off of that. I'm gonna get that too.
Yeah. Like my view is on the other side. That's awesome.
Finally, physical books are here from China. They premiered at Gen Con. You can buy digital versions. You can buy the book through Japanime Games. It is a Powered by the Apocalypse system. So if you know how to play Powered by the Apocalypse, you know how to play my game.
That's awesome.
I'm very excited. That sounds so cool. And it must be really cool to make your own game, first of all.
It was. I Kickstarted it, and that was one of the most stressful things I've ever done in my life. Because Kickstarter is bad.
Well, I'm sure just delivering on your various tiers and stuff is probably stressful in and of itself. And keeping track of everyone and everyone's concerns and addresses and all that stuff. Yeah, I can see where that would wear you down.
Where can we find your Twitter?
At White Wing on Twitter.
Gracie, no one wants to find you, but what is it?
Lady Zarain, LadyZrain.
And if you like Dungeons and Dragons, we've written a second book called The Ultimate Random Encounters book, which comes out on October 5th.
Oh, that's dope.
So the cast of Very Random Encounters was approached to write a book about random encounters, and so we did.
And if you have trouble keeping track of all the stuff we talked about, I'll link to stuff in the description of this podcast episode.
If you like Dungeons and Dragons and Pokemon, you can listen to Mythical, the Pokemon D&D actual play that I started my entire podcast career that is still out in the world.
Oh, amazing.
I apologize that it just ends into vapor, but that's what happened.
Greg, my gosh, can you leave some meat on the bone for the rest of us? You're just everywhere all the time.
What else?
Oh, yeah, here we go. I have nothing else to break up Greg's plugs, and Gracie, I don't know if you have anything else. I guess you could. We'll plug.
If you like board games, you can listen to me sometimes on the maybe coming back Tuesday Night Games podcast because we are part of the official B team. You can skip all the A team stuff. Just look for the ones marked B team. It's Will Logan and I starting a revolution.
That's awesome. I don't have what episode numbers it is, but I'm on PGR, but I don't know which ones they are. So I'm on there somewhere.
I will say the best episode of PGR that's ever happened was the one that you and DeFi did together.
Oh, that was we took over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good one.
That's what inspired me to have you both on this show at the same time.
Yay.
So, And speaking of DeFi, let's plug DeFi 250 and Fish on a Heater. They show up on the GoCast all the time. Super duper rad folks. Then we love them. Greg, what do you got? You got more?
I think that's everything that's relevant.
I would like to promote vaccines and mask wearing and social distancing and the continuation of hand washing and hand sanitizer. If nothing else,
oh yeah. Also, I am a contributing writer for the new RPG Queers, so go to the Kickstarter.
Hold on, I want to hear about. Hold on. Okay.
We're holding.
What is it called?
Greg, will you
Say
hold
it
me?
again.
She's told us to hold each other.
It's
Hold.
Queers, QUEERZ exclamation point. Look it up on Kickstarter.
There you go. Very cool. I'll make a note of that as well.
Like, I got a lot going on.
Clearly,
It sounds
Greg.
like it.
And I have a day job. Like, none of this pays my bills. I have an actual real job too.
Trust me, I know where you're coming from in regards to your passions not paying your bills and working a job that is killing you slowly on the inside. Oh,
I love corporate America.
oh man, what is mine called, Gracie? Mine's not corporate. I work for utilities.
I mean, that's government. Or well, it depends
No,
on
it's
who
not.
owns it.
No, it's private.
Oh,
well, then that's corporate.
that's
We
corporate. Yeah,
We make private electricity.
For private people.
Yeah.
for your privates.
Yeah, you take the car
Oh.
batteries and you just
Yep.
yeah.
Right on there.
Hey, we're not here to kink shame at all. If that's what
No.
you're into, yeah,
Right
have
off
at
the
it.
bolts, I guess.
Sure.
It's called eStim. Thank you very much.
There you go.
My God, now that the introductions we got through them after 15 minutes, we can talk about things like Pokemon, which is what this show is actually supposed to be about. So, guys, we just had an Oshawott Community Day. I want to go through the room and see how we did. I'm just excited, and I'm sure I didn't get more than all of you combined.
Let's hear it. I want to hear Greg's first.
Greg, you're the
Yes.
guest of honor,
Yes.
the honorable Greg,
Yes. What's the question?
Judge Greg. How'd you do? How was your community day? How did it go?
It was fun. Steve was in town, so Steve, Will, and I all went to the art park
That's great.
and had. I think we did 2.5 hours because it's hot today. And I ended up with 23 shinies today. What'd you do?
Oh, me? Who, me?
how was
Gracie,
your
how'd you do?
I actually didn't get to play a whole lot because I had a toddler and
The excuses. Here they
yeah.
come. You know.
But I mean, I got to do a good amount. I think I got like
It must be nice to be able to have children and use them as an excuse for literally everything. Oh, you want me to come to that thing? Oh, I can't. Little Billy's got soccer practice.
Yeah.
You know. Oh, I'm sorry, my son's not feeling well. I'm gonna go get some chicken noodle soup. Very convenient excuse.
No, but really, we went to go see his Opie, which is his grandpa, and but we got to play. He's like, "Hey," I was like, "Do you want to watch my kid for like an hour?" And then we went to the park, and we played for about an hour, and I got like 7 shinies, and I was happy with that. I was like, "It was good.
Yeah.
That's good."
Well,
But it was fun. I mean, I got home and he ate dinner, and I played and like evolved everything while he was eating, so I like didn't miss that either. So it was fine.
good solid day. It'll definitely get easier when he gets old enough that you can indoctrinate him into the ways of Pokemon.
He may already have an account.
Yes,
TOS
get him in
violation.
early. You know how
He's
like
level 33.
you know how like some parents will like start a credit card on their kid's name so they can start
No.
slowly
I
building
started
up
a
credit.
Pokemon account.
Yeah, you started Pokemon account. You're like,
Fuck your credit.
he's
You have
not.
shiny legendaries.
Yeah. Well, will he though, or will you have
No,
some
he
shiny
had, like they're
Sure.
all on there. I can.
You're not sticking your hand in his cookie jar.
I have never
Sure.
transferred a shiny to my account.
You know that old threat, Greg, where your mom's like, "I made you. I can take you out."
Will
Or
transfer your
maybe dad.
shinies.
Yeah, it's like I caught those shiny. And I will transfer them.
My mom tried that. I made you, and I looked at her and said, "It's not like I had a choice in the decision, Mother."
Mm-hmm.
See, I can't do
may
that
have made
because
other choices, given how this conversation is going.
that's funny. I can't do that because my kid's adopted. So he'd be like, no, you didn't. And I'm like,
No, you
oh.
didn't.
You definitely don't want to do that. You're
Yeah.
like, that's usually a good comeback burn. You're adopted, but that's just mean if you do it.
We joked that like I still have the receipt.
Oh no!
30-day return policy.
I think until you're 10, I can drop you off at the fire department.
Mm-hmm. Just kidding,
Clock's
I would never
ticking,
do
young
that.
man. You
I
better
love my
straighten.
child.
Of course, Gracie. No one ever accused you otherwise. You just offered that up yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So, how was your day?
Oh,
Yeah.
you remembered. No,
Because somebody at the start of the segment was like, "Oh,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I beat everybody on this call."
I'm
'cause I had
pretty
such
sure-
an amazing
Did you
day."
get 30 shinies?
Look, hold on. I'm pretty sure we're all misremembering a great deal about what happened previously.
Don't you gaslight me.
Glitch in the
You know that I
Matrix.
have a near photographic memory.
Something.
So the likelihood of
Mm.
mishearing that.
Even photographs get those weird little white orbs, that some say are ghosts when they're dust speckles, but still. So my community day went as such. I woke up late, mowed my grass in a hurry, hopped in the car, picked up my mother. Hi, Mom. And we went to the park and a few stores. And I caught a whopping total of 10, which I think is respectable.
All you need is 3.
Yes.
Everything
Yeah.
after 3
Is
is
bonus.
bonus.
I would have liked to have gotten one with some decent stats, but beggars can't be choosers. I evolved a couple of them, but overall it was a good community. I wish more of the crew could have gotten together. Hi, Hannah, but it just didn't work out today, unfortunately. And yeah, that was my community day. I don't have a lot more than that. We walked around Spirit for a little while. If you guys are familiar, I don't know if you guys have Spirit where y'all are living.
We have a
Spirit,
airplane company.
Nope, Spirit Halloween. The Halloween
for
stores.
the Halloween
Oh,
store.
we have that
You
too.
need to say Spirit, like it is not. Nobody just calls it Spirit. I went to
Yeah.
Spirit. Everybody says I went to Spirit Halloween store.
Okay,
in
well,
an abandoned mall.
Yeah.
That just appeared one day, and we went in and bought stuff. What's the issue?
The mysterious stores that magically appear at this time of year and then magically disappear, and nobody knows where the employees even came from or go to.
Nope.
So,
why would you? Nobody cares.
I apologize for not being more thorough and explain that. Did I go to a cheerleader camp? You'll never know.
Well, okay. I live in a very airplane industrial area, and Spirit is a huge employer, so I thought it was airplanes.
And you know that I live in the mountains of West Virginia where we barely have internet.
Airplanes? I don't know.
I mean, Chuck,
you guys have
I know
electricity?
they've seen airplanes.
We did have
We've
Chuck
heard
Yeager
the
once.
gunshots from the mountains as they
Yeah.
tear off the giant metal birds.
The giant metal pterodactyls.
We know what is happening in the mountains of West Virginia.
That is
We do
correct.
not need to pretend.
We try to chase them, but because we don't know what shoes are, we just trip and hurt our toesies.
Sadness.
And now that this conversation's been ran into the ground, the next community day was announced, and that was little cutie ghost boys, little dust skulls on October.
Congratulations, Niantic, for realizing Halloween is in October.
Yes.
For the first time ever.
Yes.
Well, that's not true. I think there was a ghost last year, but whatever.
I want to give them a little bit. Well, I don't know if I was going to say credit, but that's not quite the right word. I know not every all around the world. I know not everyone celebrates Halloween, and especially not the way we do here in America. But
right.
I mean, damn it, just give us.
The places do.
Sure. But yeah, thank you very much for Ghosts on Halloween. I love it, and I always look forward to this time of year.
The second, probably the biggest market for Pokemon Go is Japan, and they are big Halloween.
Yeah.
So we can pretend like their main market doesn't do Halloween. They just refuse to do it for reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Also, they missed a chance to do Litwick, and I'm super sad about it.
Yeah. Oh, we're not going to get into the Litwick conversation. We
Right.
cannot go into the depths of the community sadness over it not being Litwick. We do not have 15 hours. I don't want to be that angry.
I mean, I kind of have 15
We
hours.
acknowledged it, and now we'll move on.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, it would have been too perfect, right? Because I don't believe that Shiny's in Pokemon Go, and Duskull has been for several years now at this point. So yeah, that would be great. But I personally don't have a Duskull, so I'm fine with it. But my biggest complaint is that they put it on a day that I work. So yay, I'll be trying to sneak an incense in my pocket, and they'll be like, "What's that in your pocket? Are you happy to see me?" And I'll say, "No, it's a shiny dust
No.
skull. Leave me alone.
I'm never happy to see you.
I'm
Mm.
transporting my own soul to the shadow realm today. Thank you, Mr. Dust Skull." Now, what we normally do when we talk about the next community days, we like to get your new, and we'll see you every week from here on out as well, right?
Oh, is that I did not sign that contract. We need to
Uh,
negotiate rates at this point.
well, if I pay you double what Steve pays you on ISC, how does that sound?
How do you double
Not
zero?
Doesn't sound good. I need
Doesn't
a better
s-
deal.
So if I give you 100% more than what he gives you,
No multiplications.
oh, okay.
Only addition.
Greg, if you could predict how many shiny dust skulls you'll leave Community Day with next month, what do you think it'll be? And
10.
10. Gracie?
8.
8. I
Here's the
normally
thing. I have a live stream I think I'm doing on the 9th at 1 p.m. So I have to do a very shortened window.
ah
I
see.
can't remember if
Also,
I
I
have the
don't
kiddo that
really
weekend.
care. Without Steve here forcing the issue, Will and I don't last Community Day for very long because it's boring.
I don't think I've ever seen Babe Ruth aim for the fences, but then go, well, you know what? Maybe not. Um, I'm gonna have.
No Babe Ruth inner monologue. You weren't there every time.
It's
You know
fair.
when he held back and was like, you know what? Not today. This crowd does not deserve
Today,
my all.
today he aimed the bat at like second base. It's like I'm
Sometimes
just kind of
that's the better choice. Sometimes you let other people shine. Like if I said I only had 9 today, you would have been the big winner and felt good about yourself. But I didn't feel like treating you well. I wanted to rob you of any self-worth to set dominance on this podcast that I'm new on.
I'm literally having like flashbacks to Gracie, or me and Gracie's first meeting. It's kind of hurtful. And I'm still in therapy. Yeah, I think because I'm at work, I'm gonna have to say I might catch 3 if I'm lucky.
That does suck.
Yeah, if I'm lucky, because there's no Pokestops, no Pokemon Spawn because when the game first came out and they did have them, it's like, hey, this is a federal crime to trespass here. Turn all these things off.
Yeah.
So the only thing I could do is run an incense, and won't be able. I'll only be able to check it sporadically. So I might, if I'm lucky, 3. Same thing with EV Community Day. Was waiting for it for years and finally got it, and I was lucky to get 3 or 4. So
Get a Go Plus.
Yeah.
look, don't flex your Go Pluses on me. Do you have a Go Plus, Gracie?
I have a plus and a gotcha.
Oh my gosh, I can't believe both of you just ganging up on me.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, you have to work, you poor soul. Why don't you do XYZ, you plebeian
Why don't you
casual
listen to my
filthy
solution?
fool?
It's called planning. You have
Yeah. Give 'em
weeks
a
to
month.
get this
Not a
installed
month,
into your
but
life.
almost.
And right
So-
now, what I'm hearing is a lot of I can'ts
Excuses.
and not a lot of I cans.
Let me ask you a question about the Pokemon Go Plus. If I run an incense and I have to turn my phone off for a while, will it catch the incense Pokemon while it's in my pocket?
Like, turn your phone off completely off?
No. Just like, say I'm actually busy physically doing something else, and the phone is just in my pocket and closed.
It
Yeah,
will
as
for
long
a certain
as
amount of
Go- As
time.
long as Go is up, open, even if your phone is technically off, you'll have the hour of the connection because you have to reconnect
Okay.
the Go Plus every hour.
That's not a bad idea then.
And if you use Will's cheaty zip tie thing, you put a zip tie in the button so it's constantly held down, and then you never have to interact with it.
Oh, report that man
Look,
taking advantage of the system.
I
Work
got
smarter,
dirt.
not harder.
Just kidding, Will. We love you. If you're listening to this, I can't imagine why you would. Guys, I was thinking, since the last time we did this show, Inkay and Malamar were introduced to the game, and this is just a random thought that I had, but how great would it be to have like an Inkay community day, and then just see all the filthy casuals like myself trying to figure out how to evolve this stupid thing with their phones upside down.
I had to look it up because I didn't play like the main.
You
series
dirty
game.
casual, you loser. See now, Greg, it's our turn to gang up on her.
That's fine. That's
I
fine.
mean, I'm sorry that you didn't get that memo, and you really should have. Somebody should have taken you under their wing and said, "This is how you do it."
Yeah.
They should have treated you a lot better.
A
I'm
close
very
friend and
sorry
fellow
that you had-
podcast host could have told
I
you
feel
that,
like
but
you
chose
didn't
not to.
get that nice experience, Gracie, and somebody close in your life that's a big fan that might run a podcast who should know these things probably should have pulled you aside and said, "Hey, this new Pokemon's being introduced, and this is how it works." But since somebody decided not to do that, and instead
also, I
make
want to
fun of you publicly for your lack of knowledge that they willingly withheld from you.
I'm Team Greg. Like, what is this? This is great.
I feel like Hannah's listening to us from heaven. Wait, she's not dead. That's fucked up. I feel like Hannah's listening to this from somewhere, and she's just loving every little bit of it.
Definitely.
Just
Hating.
soaking it in, and then rising to heaven off of my pain.
On the wings of love.
Oh my God! Do you guys have anything else that you want to pick on me for, or because
Yes.
Oh yes,
There's
okay,
literally
all
a
right.
buffet spread out in front of me, and it's hard to know where to start.
Well, I do taste pretty good. Thank you. I'll be here all week. Gracie, go ahead. You got a laundry list of complaints?
I was teasing. I was just hoping you would talk more so then I could find something.
Oh, okay. Well, clearly I don't know how to run a podcast. We could start there at any point in time.
Oh, we already did that.
I mean, don't pick on the obvious.
Yeah.
That's just a cheap shot.
Man, they all feel like cheap shots as far as I'm concerned. We could just move on to the next segment of our show, which is one where we roll a random Pokemon and we talk about that one.
Let's do that.
And we do that until we've gone through all of them. So I certainly can't wait for Gen 9 to be announced so that I can add an extra 100 episodes to what eventually will be my fucking... What do you call those things at a funeral?
Wake?
Eulogy?
Eulogy, yeah. Yeah, that's what I want my eulogy to be, Gracie. I want you and Hannah to just stand there with a list of episode titles and just read them out loud. And then I'll be like, oh,
Okay.
that's why he killed himself. Oh, and he
Whoa!
still didn't get to 200 of the Pokemon. They just keep making more.
All of them.
All right, let's do this. Let's see if this works. Guess what? It didn't.
No.
Try
not,
again.
It's
Do it
not
again.
working.
Liberty.
Liberty Mutual.
It's not working. It really isn't working, guys. I don't hear.
Fix it in post.
Why does technology hate my guts?
It hates everyone, to be fair.
It hates me more than others, that's for sure. Nothing works. Wow, that's See, it'd be different if you guys couldn't hear it and then I couldn't. But like nothing works at all, and I hate my life.
I mean, it was working earlier.
Yeah,
it
So,
sure
I
was.
mean, we heard it.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody take our word for it. This is
Yeah,
the noise
it's
that
okay.
happened.
Yeah. Gracie, the random Pokemon is number 878. Do you care to fill some time while I investigate stuff?
Yeah. Okay, 878, right?
Yeah.
878.
878. Okay, so we have, okay, I'm gonna probably butcher the name, but Cufant? Cufant?
It's Cufant.
It's
Cufant.
Cufant.
Cufant. Because like elephant.
So it's
Cufant.
Cufant, which is nobody really knows. There hasn't been a Pokedex since Gen, so we've literally been left in the dust for how to say these things, which is fine.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's adorable. It's a little, let's see, little elephant with like a scoop for a nose.
Yep.
For a trunk.
Yep.
It's really cute.
It's the cute little whitewashing of British brutality in India. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
precious.
We love cultural appropriation.
Oh.
No, look how
Precious.
cute it is. Look,
Give
did
it to me, Imperial Daddies.
Somebody starved themselves to be free, but it's now an elephant. Hooray!
Yay!
It's almost as weird that entire cooking-based system is based off of curry. Hooray! Occupation empire.
Okay. I've got an idea.
What is it?
Well,
play it
it
on your
doesn't
phone?
involve yeah, busted. Absolutely. Can you hear this?
Yeah.
Gracie, it's number 878. Do you care to wager who that is?
Is it Jesus?
Jesus. Oh my god, take the wheel. No, not at all. It's Cufant.
You
Yeah, Cufant is a little cute elephant baby child. Who we love. Cufant can't help what its origin is, you know?
It can't.
It can, but
they made some wild choices in this game.
They sure did.
And one would think maybe you should have done something else, especially since its evolution, Kaparaja, uses Maharaja as part of its name, which is also real sketchy. They made choices. And
Yeah.
we're
They
just
sure
gonna
did.
go, okay. Good job.
good job.
We
Cufant.
appreciate you. We appreciate the effort you put in.
We should also point out that this is a game that has ghost balloons carry away children, and dead children wake up as phantoms, and somehow children turn into
Abandoned dolls
cadabras.
come to life and stab people. Look,
Yeah,
the game is not right in a lot of ways.
it sure isn't. But it
makes a lot of choices for sure. And if you think very hard about those choices,
You'll
you
be
will
sad.
hate your life. So you just go, it's a cute elephant. Oh, it's an Indian design. How sweet. It's so multicultural.
yeah.
England.
Yeah.
Is it getting hot in here?
Pretty much.
It digs up the ground with its trunk. It's also very strong, being able to carry loads of over 5 tons without any problem at all.
Wow.
I love these some of these Pokédex entries that just turn these Pokemon into just insane superheroes, like Machamp being able to punch fucking mountains into pieces.
Yeah.
Pokemon in the real world would be the most terrifying thing
Oh, easily.
ever.
Yeah.
These things can level mountains, and they are given to 10-year-old children.
Sure. I mean, what else are you supposed to do? Get a job? No.
The most responsible age.
You're supposed to have one child, then conveniently lose your spouse, and then when that child gets 10, you cut them loose. That's all. That's what you do.
That's what I've done so far.
You know, not everyone can become a Pokemon master, and that's a reason why.
But everybody can try and fail.
Yes, but unfortunately, a lot of those people start with Caterpies and get stuck on Route 2.
Hey,
and they're
at least
never
they get to wear shorts.
And they're never allowed to go home. So
you got to figure out that the amount of times that those poor people have whited out, woken up completely robbed of half their money.
Yeah,
it's a dark world out there.
Pokemon
is a
cutthroat.
dark place.
It's a cutthroat. It's like, hey, do you want to fight our pets and whoever wins gets some money? I'm like, where did you get that?
Like, are you going to talk about how it's basically dog fighting? But
no, we're not doing that.
Okay, all right.
We're not going to do that. Look, the Pokemon are sentient and they want to fight for the enjoyment of their traders. They choose to also fight for you in most cases, except for the ones that we force to. If a job requires serious strength, just pushing through it, this Pokemon will excel at it. Its copper body tarnishes in the rain, turning a vibrant green color. I wonder if you use the move, is it Rain Dance or Rainy Day? I can't remember.
Rain Dance.
Yeah. Rain Dance, thank you. Does it turn green if you did that?
Like in the game?
Yeah, in the game.
No.
Oh, well, that's a shame. Why did they make that its Pokédex then?
Because that would happen in the real world, because that's what happens to copper. And real world physics do not apply to in-game. It can barely be aware that the rain is falling.
So
as
then what?
it is. And also, fish float above grass. So if you're looking for logic at this point,
Yeah.
seek some
All right.
other. Just turn to Dark Souls.
Yeah, for sure. But they could have at least made the shiny, like it is like a kind of a slightly greener shade than it was before, but not very much. It's more like a kind of a light yellow.
It's
Yeah.
golden.
Yeah, it turns gold.
It's not good. Make it green. Do it.
That's cute. I mean,
Eh.
the blue parts turn green.
I'm so tired of these basic bitch shiny colors. Like it's fine, I guess. Like if I caught one, I'd be really
Look,
happy. But
if they made it
yeah.
green like all the other bad green ones,
That's fair.
I think fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
At least it's a different color.
that's why I like
And
falling so
note,
much.
Caparaja is green as
Yeah.
it's shiny.
Oh well, we haven't gotten there yet, but we will.
I thought it was just green, like in general.
No, it's
Yeah.
more like an orangey orange.
Oh.
Have you played this game called Pokemon before? Just look at your Pokemon trainer card here.
There's Pokemon?
Yeah.
You guys have Pokemon?
Yeah.
One or two.
Yeah. So
It is two green. It's green and orange.
Yeah.
we're getting there. Cufant and its evolution are the only Pokemon that are in the field and mineral egg group. Man, I love me some minerals. Cufant resembles an Asian elephant calf with a spade for a trunk. It may also be
Right.
based on elephant statues common in Indian art and Thai art. The way its copper body tarnishes in the rain may be inspired on how we already talked about this. It actually happens like that in the real world. And
Mhm.
its category copperderm may be a reference to pachyderm. May? And it literally means copper
I don't
skin.
know that should be a May statement.
Yeah. Also,
Yeah.
isn't there like a lot of things about like copper industry in India and like imperialistic?
I will leave this talk
Exports?
to you two
Okay.
experts.
Okay,
Keep
just
my
checking.
keep my stupid mouth shut.
Yeah,
Okay.
like his problem. I mean, it also like derm is also like skin. So I mean,
Yeah.
saying it's copper skin. Like they aren't clear, but pachyderm and elephant, since it is based off of an elephant,
Yeah.
makes also sense. Like it's one of their more clever categories instead of things like bug
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
or bird Pokemon. Thanks.
I like it.
I like
mean,
it too.
It's a very, very, very cute Pokemon. I do enjoy the look of this Pokemon and its evolution.
I just
I
wish it
just
wasn't so
wish-
problematic. Yeah.
Yeah, it was problematic and also was just in general better to use in the games.
Yeah.
Because Steel ain't great.
I am definitely a proponent of, even if it's not like the best Pokemon to use, definitely just use the Pokemon that you like the most. I will say the one thing that I miss most from the most recent games is, and Pokemon Go is guilty of this, it's all about like catching the most of for the best things. It used to be back in my day, we caught one and then we were like, this is my treasured child and it will be forever. And you go with that guy regardless of stats. And that's what I like to do. So if
I mean, there are still a lot of people that do that.
sure.
Mhm.
So if Cufant is your favorite, even though it still kind of sucks, like go for it, bro or lady. However,
Or
Oak.
not either of those things.
Yeah.
correct. It evolves from Cufant starting level 34 in regards to Copper Raja. And it has a Gigantamax form, which looks terrifying, to say the
Yeah.
least. Like, what am I looking at here?
Like a
What is this?
bulldozer.
It is a giant digging machine, and
Yeah.
it'll wreck your house and your family.
Yeah, it'll grind your face into dust.
Isn't steel weak to ground?
Yep.
So this looks like, so it is a very much bipedal pillar looking thing. It looks like, I forget what it's called exactly, but the like coal excavators and stuff that we have here in West Virginia, they kind of look like this. They grind, like the
Yeah.
little bladed looking parts are actually kind of more like buckets, and it grinds up stuff. Or it picks it up off of barges or whatever and then feeds it onto various conveyor belts.
The thing about the Gigantamax form
Is it's
is
bad?
the fact that it gets these little tiny pointless arms.
Yeah.
They sort of hang off the side. They're just like, this is useless.
Do you know paleontologists, when they put together a dinosaur skeleton and then like they do some science on how the dinosaur would walk and move around in the real world, and then based on their findings, they're like, oh, it must not have been able to run very fast, or maybe this thing's really good at jumping. If you are putting together a Gigantamax Caparaja skeleton, and we're trying to figure out how this thing locomotived in the world, I can't imagine a worse hell than being this creature. I guess it would pull itself forward with its nose arm while waddling because it has no knees.
Would just drag itself across the
I mean,
Yeah.
it just drags itself with this giant trunk.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'd
It
have
doesn't-
to. What a hell.
When you are that massive and that dangerous, you
You don't give a
worry.
fuck.
You
You
don't
become a
worry
whale.
about getting around.
You become a whale. You need to go into the water, Caparaja,
You're
and be a whale.
Well, no, because he would rust.
That's true, but like whales are so big because they're in,
He's a
in the
land
water.
whale.
Here's a fun fact that's not related to Pokemon at all, but I was reminded of a couple days ago. Whales are predators, and I had not thought of that.
Your comment about putting together dinosaurs. Have you ever seen the artists draw animals based off of the same way that we drew dinosaurs, based off of just their skeletons?
Oh,
Amazing.
are you talking about Drawfee?
No, this
Oh.
is actually here. I'm putting it into chat. 'Cause it
Okay.
makes me laugh.
Let me. I know Drawfee is a show I follow, and they often, well, not often, but they sometimes do what they call the bone game, where they do, they basically pick a random skull or something, and then they draw an animal that they think it is, even though they're not experts. It's just more like a fun comedy show.
Oh God, that is terrifying.
Oh my
Jesus.
God, I want to die looking at this.
That's one.
Artist draws animals the same way we draw dinosaurs, based on their bones alone. We
I
really don't know what the dinosaurs looked like.
Well,
Yeah.
we kind of have an idea, especially with things like we definitely need more fossils. Always need more fossils, but like with things like Zool, where we actually have most of the animal preserved, including like its skin. Like we get a
As
good idea for some
child,
things.
There were no feathers upon these beasts.
They were not, but now.
And now there are. It is not a perfect science, which also is why one of the best parts of Sword and Shield is Carolus. Carolus and the hideous fossil abomination she makes is one of the greatest parts of this series.
I don't know if you felt my soul leave my body just now, but I am dreading when we roll those fossil Pokemon because I have such huge issues with. I mean, on the one hand, they're fun,
Slapping
like
a bunch of bones together.
yeah. And on the one hand, it's like kind of a fun, kind of Jurassic Parky sort of reference, and on the other hand, it kind of sucks that we can't get like an actual, positive paleontological thing in the game. We have this ding dong just throwing shit together.
I mean, it's based
What is
off
this?
the Bone Wars.
I was gonna say,
so
what is this? The Bone Wars? We're just
it's
slapping
based
stuff
off the
together.
Bone Wars, where they just slap things together. That's the point.
we just
Great.
raid each other's camps and call each other's thieves, and then we slap a bunch of bones together and name it because
What
our
else you
wee-wees
gonna
are
do?
And what else you gonna do back there in the
I
20s
mean,
or
it's
whenever
not
that
like
was?
Science existed in the 1800s.
Not good science. that's
Science
for sure.
didn't get invented until 1910.
Some would argue
Invented.
science still doesn't exist, but I'm not friends with those people. Copperage is a bad shiny. I don't know what you're talking about. That's
What?
not good.
It's a cute green that's been left out in the.
It's
In
just
the rain.
barely a
It
lighter.
changes from teal to green.
So light. Such a light color.
I don't know. I think it's pretty.
Wait a minute. Am I looking at the correct thing? Help me see more. Help me see more. What song is that? Where did my brain
What?
go?
I have no idea.
I think I combined musicals in my head.
I was like, Seymour from Little Shop of Horrors, but
Yeah.
that's no Little Shop of Horrors song that
No.
I've ever heard.
No, me neither. I was actually looking at Audrey thing like little Audrey statues on Amazon today. It's neither here nor there. We're not going to get into it. Copperajah in its pre-evolved form are the only Pokemon that are in the field of mineral egg groups. Love that mineral, baby. When Copperajah has the heavy metal ability, it becomes the heaviest Pokemon at 2,866 pounds or 1,300 kilograms, as you prefer.
You called it heavy metal, and now I'm just imagining like a punk rock, like a death metal, like copper elephant.
I imagine being a child and trying to rent or you know that one kid in school who has heavy metal on VHS and it's so naughty and bad that you watch it and like, oh god, it's got boobs. Given Asia's history with Britain and the use of captive elephants as working animals, Copperajah may be based on an Asian elephant with the digging bucket of a backhoe for a trunk. It may also be inspired by elephant statues often made of copper or bronze, which are common in Indian art and Thai art. Its category, the Copperderm, may be in a reference to Pachyderm. We already said that. And guess what? Its name is a combination of copper and Maharaja, which is the Indian title of Great King. It may also incorporate Gajah, which is Indonesian and Malay for elephant, which in turn is derived from a thing I can't read. So there you go. Do we got anything more to say about this?
It's cute.
I will not
I like
fight
both
you.
of them. They are cute and they are stampy elephants, and I loved it very much.
They should have named it Stamper.
I mean, you can name your own Stamper.
Yeah, you can name it Stamper.
No, out of principle, I can't. I gotta wait because I'm gonna do it, and then they're gonna come out with a new Pokemon in Gen 9 named Stamper, calling it right here.
And there's Stantler.
And it'll probably make no sense. It'll probably be an evolution of Stantler.
There is an evolution of Stantler.
It's the third step after Weirdeer.
There is no third step.
There will be, and its name will be Stamper. I'm really curious about this. Copperajah. I can't spell it. That's fine. Shiny. Let me see this bad lad. That's terrible. Y'all are insane.
What are you talking about?
Look, the drugs tell me stuff. We have to move on. There's usually
have to move on. Where are we moving on to?
We're moving.
Defend your thesis immediately.
Yeah,
when we have ugly green bear Pokemon, you're gonna say this one that actually inverts the color and uses the oxide colors of it being out in the rain.
You're just mad because it's not drastically different. That's what you're mad about.
Thank you. It could be more pronounced. I guess I don't like subtle shinies that don't look that much different. If I have to squint,
I am going to point you towards Ursaring and talk about this green abomination, this lime jello horror show that is walking upon the earth. This thing that is colors are based off of nothing.
That's fair. They could have made it white like a polar bear, and that would have been really cool. Yeah, they really could have. I agree with you. Some of them just don't make sense. I will say that
like based off of a formula or something. I thought they were like based off of something.
I think originally
a lot of the Gen 2, because Gen 2 is terrible, they just color shifted up or down, which is why also Espeon is a terrible green color. Because they just did full body color shifts and put very little thought into it. Espeon normal is great. Espeon green is a horror show.
I think that green looks okay though.
They have fixed it somewhat from its horror beginning.
Okay.
I think
a lot.
Espeon works a little bit from the aspect that it's a psychic Pokemon, so the green kind of makes it a little psychedelic, like it had a little bit too much acid, and then stared at a goat and killed it. Anyway, people like different things for different reasons.
Do they?
Like for instance, I'm torn. A shiny I'm torn on. I like it and hate it at the same time. Is Phalanx, who is I
haven't looked at that one. I'm gonna look at it.
Poopy brown. It's a scent.
We like Phalanx.
I love Phalanx. He's my favorite Pokemon from Gen 8. And
it's a turd train.
Thank you. Do you remember that movie Human Centipede?
Yeah. No, I've never seen it.
Don't.
I don't want to bring it up, but that's all I see.
Oh God! Now I can't unsee it. Why?
I mean,
hey,
because they separate in every animation. They are not tied together. They are in a line like a phalanx.
Yeah, but
also, The brown's not that bad. It looks like a Tootsie Roll.
which I also think looks like poop.
Look, that's on you. A delicious treat that
I
you
don't like
think
Tootsie Rolls.
looks like poop is your issue. And that is
Tootsie Rolls are
something to
gross.
discuss with your
This
therapist.
is a, this
I'm
is
gonna
a
put that on my list on my next therapy session. Hold on.
Hold on. Why I
Guys.
think delicious treats look like poop.
They're not
We're
delicious.
failing
They're
to
gross. They're gross.
I gotta hang on. I gotta turn the camera this way.
Hello, therapist. Why am I shit obsessed?
Why do I hate but also love poop?
This episode is just gonna be called "Hello, Therapist."
Hello, therapist. I have issues.
Oh
would
my
like to
God.
Oh,
talk
he
to
already
you.
knows that. That's
You
fine.
need to listen to me because I'm paying you, and all my friends are tired of hearing my problems.
That's true. That's why I
Um,
pay my therapist.
guys, we usually run a
That's why we all
segment.
pay our therapists.
We usually run a segment after we do the Pokemon of the episode, and
Called hello therapist.
Got
yeah,
Hello, therapist.
I-
I was just on this wild podcast episode that made me hate podcasting, and yet I have to make one on Tuesday. What do I do?
I don't know what to do with my life at this point.
I'm gonna make some notes right here.
I feel like it's
real
hard.
quick.
It's hard to break me, but my brain just got completely fried. Like completely. Congratulations, you two. Forever, this is a day that will live in infamy. But it's I brought back a segment from last year that Hannah declared I was only allowed to bring back for Spooky Month, and since this is the first episode of Spooky Month, I brought it back. Gracie, do you know what it is?
You told me last time, and now I can't remember what it is.
Oh, shame. It's almost like you should listen to this show.
No, but we talked about it. And I forgot.
Is something supposed to be happening?
So we want to play a game.
And he does want to play a game. That's right. It is Transfer 'em All.
That's
our
right.
never
Yeah.
ending quest to do the opposite of catch them all, and that's ruthlessly grind them all into dirty, dirty little candy pieces, baby. Greg, being a special guest of the show, you do not have to be part of this. Feel free to join if you like, but it is absolutely not necessary. Let me run through this real quick. So when we roll a random Pokemon, we then go to Pokemon Go and we choose that Pokemon along with its entire evolution family in its evolutionary line, if it has any. And as long as they meet the criteria of they have to have some sort of significance, like they have to be a 3-star or a shiny, or if something like that. And then you just can't get a 0-star and just delete it. Like it has to hurt. It has to hurt, and if we don't do that, Gracie, we have to fulfill an act of punishment. Last year, for instance, I had to chug a bunch of hot sauce for one of them. Yeah. So this is why Hannah hates this fucking segment. It makes her delete Pokemon.
I'm gonna put a let's
you-
just put a pin in
you-
this real quick.
Don't have to do
No.
it, Greg.
No, I want to make this clear. You are choosing to delete something you spent time and is meaningful to you
Mm-hmm.
for no reason.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't do that,
Mm-hmm.
you physically hurt yourself in some way.
He's a masochist.
Well, I don't want to say we cut ourselves or punch ourselves in the face or anything.
You chugged
We usually
hot sauce.
I like hot sauce, but we will say like Hannah, for instance, once made me run around my house and back again, so I was just really out of breath. It's not all that bad. Like it's
Okay.
basically
You
an
didn't
out,
burn a
an
hole
out.
in your
So
anus?
I was going to do a Hello Therapist intervention and literally
Well,
get
Yeah.
help online.
what the dare really is an out. So if we roll Mew, you don't have to delete Mew from your game. You can
You also can't.
you can do 50 jumping jacks. You know what I mean? You understand where I'm coming from here.
Yeah.
So in the event of Cufant, though, he's not in the game yet.
Not
So
the game. So
Mm-mm.
when that happens, we have to go back through our back catalog and delete something from our back catalog instead. Gracie, I'm willing to let you pick since you're my co-host now, and you are forced to comply. He wants to play a game. So many are just not. They're just not grateful to be alive. Oh, but the rest of your Pokemon sure will. We could do the last one we did.
Yeah,
Have
do
ourselves
shiny
fun.
clam pearl.
You too?
Okay.
Seriously?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't have to be shiny. It can be like a
Okay,
3-star.
or a good one.
Yeah.
I
I'm
feel
opening the
like
game now.
with clam pearl, the good one is a real loose.
It's a stretch, yeah.
Real
I
loose
agree.
definition of what's good.
I agree.
Here's a question: do I have a clam pearl?
You do not have to do this, Greg.
I'm not saying that I am.
Okay,
I'm
good,
just
good,
saying
good,
He just
good.
wants to see. He just wants to like
Okay.
play
I
around
I
with
have
this
clam
food.
pearl.
last year we had Lauren Babick on, and I was mortified. She's like, "I'm not doing that." I said, "Good. I don't want you to." I have a 3-star clam pearl. I have one huntail, and I don't have a Gorbis. SpaghettiOs. How do I not have a Gorbis? A Gorbis means I fail and I have to do something terrible.
What?
I don't have
Oh,
a Gorbis
no.
or Huntail, so get
Oh
wrecked.
no. I don't
Wait,
have
so like here we go. Like this look. Oh.
I can't see your screen. This is such a professionally produced show.
Look at that. Look at that.
Oh, I
You
do
can
have
see it.
Huntail. God,
I have a huntail. I can delete a huntail.
but
I
you
thought we
can't
were
delete
deleting
the
clam
other.
pearl.
And it's evolutionary family.
Oh.
So 3-star clam pearl. You can see on my screen there, 3 stars. Gonna go bye-bye.
Okay.
Normally, I
This
just
is my 3-star
imagine,
one.
because of the technical difficulties, I can't do it, but just imagine the funerary Silent Hill siren. Whoa.
Gone.
Okay.
Delete.
Goodbye. Deleted. Huntail. The only Huntail I have. Transferred. Delete. I don't have a Gorbis. And I don't think
Can
I
I
have.
ask, like, why this segment exists?
Oh, because I love pain.
Ah, okay.
We all, well, okay. Maybe I just love pain and nobody else. And
What is the other?
I mean, look,
Or-
people love suffering in their content, right? And the more I make my compatriots, hurt, I just evolved another Huntail. I'm gonna evolve Pokemon until I get a Gorbis and then delete it.
So I only have 2 Gorbis, and they're both. Hold on.
I can't see that, Gracie. I'll have to take your word for it. And
Hold on. Right
I
there.
believe,
Right there.
even though you're mean to me, you're a trustworthy source. Oh, they're both shiny. That's painful.
Don't delete a shiny.
I
I'm not
tell you
going
what,
to.
I'll
Oh,
let
wait,
you.
wait, hold on. I have another clam pearl I can try and hold on. I'm gonna
Oh
try it.
God, you better hope. I'm still evolving, and they're all turning into Huntail. I'm in danger of running out of clam pearl candy at this point. Please be a goddamn Gorbis, you son of a bitch, you son of a bitch. Huntail number 3. Oh, you lucky sucker. This is the last one. I only have 84 clam pearl candy left, so this is the last one I can evolve.
Yeah.
This one's not a Gorbis. I'm screwed. Please, God.
What are you gonna do if it's not?
Whatever you tell me to do, I guess. This is an audio podcast. I was grieving. So yeah, 4 Huntails in a row. Gracie, what shall I do for my punishment?
What's your favorite Pokemon?
Meowstick. Don't you do it.
I want you to name it after me.
That is brutal. That is so cruel.
Yeah, because you hate me. I don't know.
I don't hate you. That's where did you come up with that?
I don't know.
If I hated you, would you be my best friend Meowker?
Yes, name it after me.
Yeah,
Name it Gracie.
you chose this.
Yeah.
You said I want to do this as a segment because it does something.
There it is.
Now then, here are the stipulations. This is required to stay that way for a week, and you must take a screenshot of it staying that way each day with a timestamp and send it to Gracie to confirm that you did not change
And-
it back.
Confirm
And you have to make it
signs
your
of life.
buddy. Make it your buddy.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, man, I'm trying to get these Noibat candies, don't you know?
Well, tough.
Too bad.
Fine,
You
fine,
said
fine.
I like suffering on my content.
Okay,
so-
well, you guys can't keep adding stuff to my punishment.
When was that a requirement?
Yeah.
There, it's my buddy again.
All right.
There you go.
Hold on.
Good job.
It will stay there. It will stay my buddy for a week, and it will be named Gracie forever. How about that?
I approve.
Well, folks, what a great show. We've all three of us had a wonderful time, and no one could ever suspect otherwise of us.
It was technical difficulty free, smooth
Yeah.
sailing.
Yeah.
Everything worked.
Look,
I
Way
was so
supposed to.
impressed at how everything fell
Two-
into place.
2 out of 3 people were flawless. I'll say that. So, I mean, we're
Yeah.
batting a solid 66.6%.
Six,
Yeah.
six,
Mhm.
Mm.
No one could ask for any more than that. Pray to the podcast gods. There's no issues with transferring of audio files or anything of that sort, or that I forgot to hit record, which would also
the
be
lady
bad.
yelled at us, so I highly doubt the recording was forgotten.
Yeah,
Because a lady
she
came
did.
on and said, "Hey,
Oh yeah, she yelled.
recording!"
Yeah, that's actually kind of useful because I have, as a person who's made a lot of podcasts in my day, I've only forgotten to hit record once, and it was painful. That's probably the worst feeling when you do a great show. You're like, man, I feel great about this show. What a great show. And you go, oh my God, I didn't hit record.
That'd be so
Um,
sad.
Or
It was very sad. That was Climber Dan's second episode he ever did.
things that I've done is have only my audio track
Oh yeah.
corrupt,
Oh man, that'd be
and there was
awful.
no backup, and we had to put a season out. So I had to go back in
And
and
re-
re-record my improv parts.
Oh no, that's
it was probably
terrible.
beautiful the first time too. And you're just like, well,
We had to try to find an audio track where I was picked up,
yeah.
enhance that so I could hear what I said, so I could try to say it again.
Wow,
Without the other people there.
No.
that sounds rough.
Yeah.
We need to end this show before any more juju gets put on it.
It's spooky time.
It is spooky time of the year. Yeah,
We
it
can talk
is.
about the Scottish play.
and wait, what?
the Scottish play. We're
The
not in a
Scottish
theater,
play.
so it's fine.
Yeah, yes, true. That's fine.
You could mention Macbeth and
Yeah.
I don't.
nothing will happen.
This
And you can
is
whistle.
going over my head.
What? What? You do not know every theater superstition in the world?
Yeah, what is this?
No. Oh,
Don't
just-
whistle backstage, which is actually based off of a real thing. I don't
Break a
know why they
leg.
chose
I know that one.
Break a leg. Don't. You
Um.
can't say Macbeth because it will curse your play.
Oh, I did not
Leave
know
a light
that.
on for the ghosts.
Mhm.
The whistle one was actually somewhat based off of not getting crushed.
Look,
backstage.
I don't know anything about musicals, but everyone I know does. So that's what I'll say about that.
I mean, that's just like your hint that maybe you should make better choices.
I saw.
Yeah.
Join us.
Look, man,
Google some things.
y'all.
And with
I
that,
would
we
like to
went
see.
Drew up a fundamental song from Little Shop of Horrors.
I would like to
Proceedings of
see
Abomination.
you two go to a theater show in West Virginia. There's so much musical theater happening around me as a kid.
Okay, you can easily from there drive to New York more than I can.
What?
Yeah.
Are you
So
God,
take a trip,
insane?
get some culture, improve your life.
Hold on a second. Did you just tell me to go to New York City?
New York City.
New York City. You see, you knew where I was going with that. Thank you, Greg. I appreciate
well.
you. I appreciate you getting my reference. Gracie,
Thank
shut up. You're fired.
Fine.
I'm going to see how far from West Virginia
Bad.
to New York.
Also, I was a theater teacher in rural Kansas. You can't tell me any of those things. Like,
Okay, isn't Kansas City in Kansas and Missouri? Like,
Yes.
it's got to be closer than New York City is. It's like 12 hours to New York for me.
Okay.
okay,
it
but you're
is
closer to New York than I am.
from West Virginia to New York City.
Depending on where in West Virginia you are.
On average, it's 8 hours.
That's incorrect.
I am driving to St. Louis for a safari zone. That is also 8 hours, and I'm not even seeing a musical in
Mhm.
St. Louis, crime capital of the world. I'm doing that for Pokemon. You can't drive to New York to see Hamilton for $4,000? What is your life
Okay,
choices right
that
now?
brings up a whole different thing, like about economics.
Rush tickets are like $10. You get to see whatever show isn't doing well.
Okay, hang on a second.
Also, now all they want to sing is John
Shit.
Denver.
He's right. It is 8 hours from me. 8.5 hours.
What did I say? Are you gonna come and question my knowledge?
Yeah.
Are you gonna come
Quit. You mean Google?
to my Zoom house and try to call me out on my intelligence about how you should make better musical life choices? I don't think so.
Maybe
I'm
I need
still
better.
Team Greg
Maybe I
after
need
this.
better friends that would just introduce me to musicals. Is what it sounds like I need.
I mean, I can give you a list of soundtracks you should be listening to immediately.
Oh,
Fine.
100%.
Greg, when you were losing your mind just a second ago, I think I saw a tattoo on your arm. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It's the
What?
first ever.
Oh yeah, that's right. You mentioned that on the ISC not too long ago. We got it. You got to show it off. It's Rosalia.
I love
Of course, I do love that.
For those of
Oh.
you who actually played Sword and Shield, it is in the final Rich Hotel. It's on the floor in the Rose of the Ronlands Hotel. That is where the design comes from.
Yeah.
We approve of tattoos on this show greatly. As you can see, me and Gracie have quite a few. See, I got a little Mew action going there.
Yeah, I got my Mew.
And I got some Pokemons there. Me and Gracie are such best friends. We got matching Mews. That's
Aww.
just what we did.
Which one's the fake one? Because there's only one.
I draw it on every morning. Folks, this got to be a show. We got to do it real quick. Let's rapid fire. Load the bullets up in this automatic assault rifle of entertainment, and let's go through the and then enact proper gun law so that you can't get it. But let's read it. Let's rattle them off. Gracie, do your stuff. Where can people find you? What do you want the people to know? Why do you hate me so much? Go in that order.
I want people to know that vaccines are real and safe, and that you should wear a mask, and that my Twitter handle is @ladiesrain, ZRAIN, and I am excited for all things Pokemon, and I only hate you a little bit.
Okay, cool. Greg, you're up, my friend. Tell the people about all your stuff. Tell them where to find you. Tell them whatever you want them to know, and tell them why you regret being on this show.
You can find me on Twitter @WhiteWing. I list link to pretty much everything that I'm doing. You can see me on It's Super Effective, the Pokemon podcast, released every Monday. Also released every Monday are episodes of Very Random Encounters, which you can hear me play actual play RPGs, in which I play a wide variety of characters. Buy my book, bit.ly/randombook. The R and the B do need to be capitalized. Or buy Glitter Hearts, which is also a book that you can buy from me. It's all in my stuff. Just hit me up on Twitter, because I'm quite a nice person. Do I regret coming on this show? No, because I got to be mean to a person for an hour, and that always fills me with joy.
Oh, wonderful. Hey, hi, my name's Bret. You can follow me on twitch.tv/breakerstreams. I sometimes play games there, but most of the time I don't. Also, Jaws Breakers, the Scary Funny Shark Show, which is a show where we watch shark movies on Twitch, and then we do a podcast for it. And check out our back catalog. Pokemon After the Dark Rise. We're nearing our 100 episode anniversary. And not too long ago, the secret anniversary get together bash of Let's Die, featuring series regulars, the Tarantula Lady, Nicodemus Rex, and Taylor, series creator Taylor, was on that. So it's a good time. It's a fun time. And thank you so much for listening. Leave a rating, review, all that other crap that I always say to do that no one ever else does. And we will see.
They're not going to do it.
Well, maybe
like,
because
subscribe, leave a review. We enjoy when people give us feedback, positive or negative. Any attention is good attention when you're trying to get your life out into the public.
You can literally say anything. You can type anything into that, and I'll read it on the air. I don't care.
You can lean on the keyboard, and it still counts. Just make sure that it's a 5-star, because if you aren't rating everything a 5-star, what are you doing with your life?
I know. Are you going to let Big Papa iTunes tell you how to rate and review? No. Give it a 5-star.
Give it a 5-star, because 5 stars mean I care.
Yeah.
I'm a good person. I rate things appropriately.
Yes.
Always 5 stars.
Bret's fragile emotions were damaged irreparably on this episode. He probably earned an extra star for that.
Gold
Consider
star.
giving 6 and then be angry that iTunes
Yeah.
doesn't let you rate
Well-
honestly.
Well, like 4 stars for Bret getting torn down, and then the 5th star to make him feel better about it.
To build it back up better.
Yeah.
And then you turn
And-
up to 11.
Yeah, turn up to 11, and then he can go to New York.
And then you leave a
get some
review that
culture.
says Gracie's the only good thing on this show and Greg's guest spot.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, I mean,
it's in advertising.
Yeah.
yeah.
Wow. I got nothing else. I'm going to go call my therapist.
Call your therapist.
Yeah.
I'd love to hear from you.
Therapy is for everyone. Gracie, do you remember the thing we do at the end of every episode that you totally have never forgotten?
About how we say something at the very end that rhymes with Darkrai?
Sort of. Yeah, you sort of. You're in the ballpark.
Is
Yeah.
a Far Cry for Darkrai?
No, it's behind the veil. It's improv. So Gracie, you say after XYZ, and then I come in and say Darkrai will XYZ as well, and it
Okay.
rhymes. Go ahead, try it. Well, Greg, how about you try it? You're our guest.
Yeah.
I don't even know what the instructions meant.
Sure, that's fine too. Gracie, you know though.
Yeah,
Sure.
okay. After you copper your tail,
Darkrai will come and I don't know.
Never
Check
failed.
your garden for snails. Never fail. Perfect. There you go, Greg. What?
That was
What?
like a perfect tee up.
That is. You are the man.
I'm not an improv professional for no reason.
Never mind. The outro music is playing right now, like it always does, and nobody can hear it. So I'll put that in post.
Fix it in post.
Bye, everybody. That's call your therapist. Fix your
Call
life
your
in
therapist,
post.
Fix your life in post.
Jesus God, somebody save me. Oh, and by the way, Hannah will be on next week's show.
awesome.